Good morning, guys. I am Bella. I am the creator of Was an Addict. I am a recovering addict. I had an addiction for 17 years, and my choice of drug mainly was meth. But I've tried basically everything, but that was my probably biggest addiction was with the meth and the opiates as well. So I wanted to jump on and really talk about not being connected. When I how can I explain this? I want to really keep on the subject and not venture off with a monkey mind, as I was explaining yesterday in one of my videos. So I've lived life. I'm 37 now, and I've lived life for 17 years not feeling connected to my body. So this is how I'm going to explain it. So I would see my body, like I can see my body now, right? Like I hold my hands out here and I'm looking straight to you guys, but I can see my hands and they actually feel like, I'm moving it. But I go through stages where I don't even feel like I'm connected to my hand. So when I'm moving it, it doesn't feel like it's really me. That's when I know I call it fuzzy. It's fuzzy. That's when shit starts to crumble. And that's where, I'd go to a job and I'd do really well for how many months, and then I'd get that fuzzy. So I'd lose that connection and basically be like a puppet. I knew my job, so I had to do my job, and I would go through my routine during the day at the job. But because I had known it for a couple of months, it was almost like it was autopilot. But I was also standing back out of my body and watching me go through the day at work. And then I realized this is where I start to go back to my addiction. So I never understood this feeling that I've had, and it happens a lot. Even now it happens, but I kind of know what it is now, so I can just wait and figure it out until it passes, because it does pass. But normally when I get it, I go back to the drugs because I don't know how to handle it. I don't feel like my soul is connected to my outside body. So that's one way I wasn't connected. I never took in scenery. I never looked out and saw the amazing scenery, trees. So the only reason why I realized I never took in the nature is because when I got into recovery, I don't know how long I was into recovery. This is the only time it's happened. Was this time when I really put my all into recovery. I've quit before, but I've never really put an effort like now. Like this is recovery, but before it wasn't recovery. I was just trying. I was lost. I didn't know what to do. See, I sidetracked. So I was sitting down and I was at this front of Mum's house and I was sitting there having a cigarette. Remember, I'm not connected. I don't feel like my soul is in my body, and I'm not really feeling much around me. The breeze comes through and just brushes past my face. And I just looked around and went, wow, I've just felt the breeze on my face for the very first time. I knew then that something was going on, something was changing, because I had never, ever felt that kind of feeling. I had no emotions. I had no feelings, I couldn't love anyone. I couldn't connect with people. I couldn't connect with my son. I couldn't connect. It was the most hardest times to go through this and not understanding why this was. I'm hoping you're understanding, because I really want to explain this right. And if anyone's out there that understands and feels this, please comment, and even just comment in below, watching replay, and please like it and share it, because it's about understanding our bodies and ourselves. I turned to addiction because of all this mental illness I suffered from, not understanding it, and having trauma. It all combines. And if I don't understand this feeling I had, I was never going to move forward. So I had to really get around it and say, rah, this is why it's happening. So that when I started recovery, I searched a lot of things, things I was feeling. I 2 years I set on myself and I did my own diagnosis. And I know for a fact that everything I have found is everything I have. And I've always written a recovery book, and that's how I find my triggers and let go of the past trauma. But, see, lost the point again. See, this is why I'm... Got it. This is why I don't talk to people, because when I have a mind blank in the middle of a conversation, I forget what I'm saying. It's fucking embarrassing. And I did it yesterday. I met up with a girl, and halfway through I forgot what I was talking about and what the reason was. So yeah, this is me teaching and learning how to get around it and really understand me, because I still got lots to learn about me. It's not all fixed, and I'm really starting to think that I've got a lot more problems. But you know what? I love finding new things, and I love understanding the things that I'm going through, because that's healing, So I searched up about this feeling I get when I feel I'm not connected to my body. I can see my body from an outside view, but I can't see me holding, say, the steering wheel. I can see me holding the steering wheel, but when I'm turning it, it doesn't feel like I'm turning it. So I looked up, I worded it in a way of how I felt at the time. I'm probably not wording it the same I did when I looked it up. And the outcome was that it's a syndrome. It's actually a mental illness. And it's when that happens, the reason why it happens is because of trauma. So that's kind of like, when you get some trauma that you can't remember because your mind switches it off, and you've got a blank. Like, I've got a lot of blank things in my past. I can't remember, and I know there's something else to it. I haven't dug into that yet. But this is why I get this feeling, because it's trauma. And the way I cope with this trauma is to, whatever happens here, it switches off, and I leave the body, and then I'm a puppet. I know I sound crazy, but this is how I diagnose myself, and this is why I want to share this, because my story has so many things about it. And I've gone from isolation to business owner, and an addict for 17 years. I don't know life. I've never really known life. I've just been an addict. I've been basically a dead shell I've been a dead soul in a human shell, and that's honestly the truth. So getting into recovery, like, I've tried heaps of times, but like I said, this is recovery. This is the time where it was different. I did recovery stuff, I caught it recovery. I grabbed the date, and I somehow just got through. I don't know. I got through, and I'm blessed to have that, But yeah, I just really want to talk about not being connected. And then now I feel like I'm connected. I can see myself, and that's me that I'm looking at. So I had to train myself to be connected to this body and be in the moment. And this is a big thing that I had to learn, and it was extremely hard. Let me have a drink. Another fear, when I get fear, it gets dry mouth. It just fucking goes dry as a motherfucker. Be in the moment. So I was a monkey mind, so I used to go from task to task. I couldn't hold the same task, and I OCD, so I, have to be perfect. And if I was doing one thing, I was cleaning the walls and rah. Being in the one place at the one time with your full attention is a big key to being connected if you suffer with this syndrome. So when I was doing fitness before, I'm not sleeping as much as I want to. As much as I used to, because I am so fucking happy with life right now that it's impossible for me to get myself into bed. You know, once I take my depression pills, it knocks me out. But before that, I don't want to go to sleep, because this recovery, like, I've made it past addiction. Like, I've fucking made it. And that is just, you have no idea when you're past that addiction and you get into real life and you've got a hold of it, is absolutely fucking a miracle, right? So I can't sleep. And when I was doing the fitness, see, I lost it. I got it back. When I was doing my fitness, because my mind is just full of such good things and I just got so much goodness from, and I want to just write it down, and I'm thinking about, I've got to do this, and you know, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, but I'm not concentrating on the fitness. So I can hear the fitness going, and I'm doing it because I know the fitness. I've done it for 3 years, you know, so I'm kind of in puppet mode, you know, so I can stand out of my body and do the fitness, but I'm not connected in the fitness. I'm not with that fitness. So when it comes to fitness, you can just go, you know, what I normally do is, you know, the punches, but it's like, if I'm thinking, it's not, I can't feel the movement. When you put your full attention and clear the mind, when you only have the voice of the fitness and a clear, crystal clear mind, it's more, and you can literally feel your arms in and out. See, when I come to non-connected, it's not connected. So I had to train my mind to be in every moment. So if you're doing anything, be with that moment. If you're with a friend, don't play on the phone. Don't do things. Be in the moment, you know? Be in the moment, because that's so important. And I have to train myself to be like this. And it's just really amazing. I'm really proud, because I'm so strict and so perfect right now. My addiction's over. My freedom's here. My future is going on. I'm pushing through my problem in my stomach. I'm still doing my fitness even though I'm sick. I'm not giving up on anything, you know. And I just wanted to share that. So I hope everyone understands. I do a video every morning now, and I try and post it. I did go over my time as usual, but I think I kept to the subject, which is not being connected and how to be connected after you heal from not being connected. Okay, guys? Happy recovery. I'm off to meditate and stoic, and then I will post this video, and I only go back in the afternoon when I settle in at 5 o'clock, when it's my downtime. I will jump back on and check out the comments, and hopefully you guys can comment, like it, share it, and take something out of it. You know, just write something out of it that I've said, and try and do it yourself. You know, like, we're here to learn, we're here to earn, and we're here to heal. And I've been healing for 3 years now, and it's just getting better and better. If you're past that recovery stage where it's brutal, and you get to that stage where stuff feels real and you know you've got it, that's when it all starts. Okay, guys? Happy recovery. Love you lots. Was an addict.